Alright, what's going on guys, it's the Boxing Genius here, and today we will talk about Emmanuel Augustus, or Burton, that's his name before he kind of replaced it. I'm not really sure about the history of that. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Drunken Master today, quite a popular name among boxers and among fans, so let's get right into it. A lot of people named him as their most toughest opponent or something like that. But we'll just focus on smothering today, okay? Smothering, the ability of getting close, ability to fight on the inside. We're gonna start with pinning in particular, which is something that is highly used in boxers, but it's not something that's tackled a lot. So over here, you're gonna see him use the cross guard to block the left side of his face, right? While simultaneously controlling the left glove and pinning his arms on the left glove of Mickey Ward, right? Limiting his options offensively. Now, this is a really good way of establishing your defense or establishing your attack and pretty much your boxing as a whole. This is a really good way to feel the shots coming. Okay, it's a good way to feel the shots coming. When you have the ability to pin the gloves of your opponent, the arms of your opponent, you are in control. A great example of this is James Toney. When James Toney is fighting on the inside, it's not that he's seeing all the shots coming, right? He doesn't really see all the shots coming. What he does is, he just feels it coming, and the way he does that is by smothering and by pinning the arms of his opponent, taking control. So over here, you're gonna see him with that cross guard, right? Controlling the arm of Mickey Ward. If Mickey Ward decides to throw a right hand, the right glove of Augustus is prepared to block that right hand. If Mickey Ward decides to throw the left hook, right? The instinct of Augustus is to be, you know, very aware of that because the glove of Mickey Ward is on his arms, is pinned on his arm, so he can feel it. The moment Mickey Ward tries to remove his glove from the arms of Augustus, he can feel it, and he can be prepared to block that shot. So let's see what he does here. There he throws the right hand, and as you can tell, Augustus wasn't really affected. He put his hands down. He got caught with the right hand. Kind of a bad decision on this part, he got caught with the right hand. Okay, but he should have kept it there. He got caught with the right hand, but he was prepared for the left hook, so good for him, okay? Got caught right there, good for him. Now let's take a look at the next one. The next example is this. Okay, basically what he's gonna do here is he's gonna allow the momentum of Mickey Ward, or he's gonna use the momentum of Mickey Ward against him. So here, Mickey Ward is very much on the front foot. He's gonna lean over, or he's gonna throw a right hook, and that momentum will bring his body leftwards. So now what Augustus is gonna do is he's gonna take the right elbow of Mickey Ward and then pivot away as he pushes that arm. Okay, it's pretty secure now. He's controlling it, and he's limiting the amount of punches that Ward can use, because every time Mickey Ward throws a punch, Augustus has the ability to use Mickey Ward's momentum against him, right? And to limit his options offensively. And as boxers, this is a big thing that we should emphasize. We should emphasize the ability to limit the options of our opponent. That's what we should do. So now he's gonna pin again. Here, he's gonna throw a jab first. Let's see if Mickey Ward's momentum brought him to that side. Right, because Mickey Ward was very heavy on the front foot, he's moving forward here, okay? Augustus already saw that coming, so what did he do? He met him forward. As Mickey Ward was going forward, he threw a jab, and then he's gonna take the left elbow of Mickey Ward, he's gonna push it away as he pivots out, so just see it for yourself. I don't want to pause too much because, yeah, a lot of viewers say they get dizzy or something like that, I don't know, because of the constant pausing. Let's play through a loop. Okay, Mickey Ward is moving forward, jab, pin, pivot away. Or turn, not pivot away, turn right there. Now another benefit of using the cross guard right here, okay? He's gonna pin the head on this case. He's using the cross guard still. He's gonna pin the head of Mickey Ward, okay? As you can see here, the cross guard simultaneously does two things. Number one, it blocks the left side of your face, and number two, it allows you to pin the arms of your opponent, but in this case, it wasn't able to do that. Well, what was the advantage of this? The advantage of this is because it's spinning the head of Mickey Ward now, he can see this left hook coming from a mile away. Okay? He can see this left hook coming a mile away, and he doesn't have to worry about the right hand because the moment Mickey Ward moves that head, he can feel it. And this is what smothering is really all about. It's not about seeing the shots, it's about feeling the shots. Like I said, if Mickey Ward decides to move his head here, it means that he's about to throw a right hand. If Mickey Ward decides to stay there, and then he sees, or Augustus sees his left hand move even just slightly, right? If Mickey Ward moves this left hand slightly, Augustus has all the time in the world to dodge that, and he can see it coming from a mile away. Why is that? Because he has limited Mickey Ward into just throwing the left and to just being on the left. Okay, he's controlling the head of Mickey Ward. If Mickey Ward decides to throw a right hand, the move or the head is gonna move back. Okay, because he needs to make room for that right hand to land. He needs to move his head back. If he decides to throw the left hook, which is what he did there, right? Augustus is in control. Augustus is in control because he can see it coming from a mile away, and that's the only thing that he's paying attention to, right? He can see his shoulders from this direction. He can see his left shoulder in this direction. So even if Mickey Ward just slightly moves this left hand, Augustus can already see it coming and he can block it. Boom. Alright, now let's talk about smothering as an exit strategy or as an exit plan after you throw your combos. It's not something that I completely agree with if you're gonna do it all the time, because there are a couple of opportunities that you're missing. So for example, you look at Morales versus Barrera, which is my last video, by the way. It was on Erik Morales. What you can see there is that Erik Morales missed a lot of opportunities to follow up his shot because he was smothering his own self, you know, and the commentator himself said it. I forgot who it was, but he was smothering his own self, so it kind of disrupts your opportunity or your chance to really knock your opponent out and to finish your combos with speed and with volume. But anyway, let's look at Augustus, okay? Over here he's gonna get caught with a couple of shots first. Then he smothers by staying on the left side of Mickey Ward. So just look at it for yourself. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here he bends at the waist, and then what did he do? He smothers. He stays beside the left shoulder of Mickey Ward, okay? Now, he felt the head kind of moving away, so he was able to duck down. He was able to see that shot coming. Like I said, it's not seeing the shots coming, by the way, it's feeling the shot coming. So over there, he felt the shot coming. So 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. There he felt the right hand coming. And then after he smothered Mickey Ward, he decided to throw a couple of shots of his own. So let's play it like a loop. Boom, upper hook, upper hook, upper hook, upper hook. And then after he throws the right hand, he's gonna smother once again. Staying on the right side of Mickey Ward now. Okay? Now he's gonna bend at the waist, smothering once again. And then what did he do? Once he noticed that he had the angle and Mickey Ward was kind of too forward, and he can move to the side here, he decided to throw a couple of hooks. And then after that, he saw the right hand coming, or he felt the right hand coming once again. Why is that? Well, it's pretty simple. He saw the body of Mickey Ward rotating already, so he kind of felt that right hand coming, and then he smothered again. He stayed on the right hip of Mickey Ward. Okay, and then here they just trade shots. And then there, after he ducked down, as you can see, he smothers once again. Now, part of that is because he got cornered, and part of it is maybe because he did it on purpose, but either way, that's how it is. So now let's look at another example. Now over here, you're gonna see him use a cross guard again. He's gonna pin the hand of Mickey Ward, right hand. And then, while pinning that, he decided to take advantage by sneaking in a couple of left hooks along the way. So he's smothering and he's attacking off of the smother. Boom, boom. Now, Mickey Ward decides to slide that underneath and then get back on top. What did Augustus do? Well, he decided to re-establish the position. Here, so he cups it once again. Right there. He's basically pinning the right arm of Mickey Ward and limiting him to only throwing the left. Okay, and if he tried to sneak in the right, Augustus can already see it coming because he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He's feeling the right hand slide off of his arms because he's pinning and he's in control of that right hand. That's what I always say. On the inside, it's just autopilot mode. It's fucking instinct. You don't see the shots coming, you feel it. And that's what Augustus is really good at. Limiting his opponent's options so that he can feel the shots coming and putting himself in situations where he can really take advantage of the mistakes of his opponent. Now, the last thing I want to speak on is one motion counterpunching. And it's kind of different from, you know, counterpunching normally. It's kind of different from counterpunching on the outside. Basically, counterpunching on, or one motion counters on the inside are very good. Why is that? Because we have a tendency to load up and overcommit on our shots. Over here, you're gonna see Mickey Ward throw the right hook, and then he overcommits on throwing that right hand, or that right hook. Now, what's the advantage of this, okay? Here's what I'm saying when I say one motion counterpunching. What I'm basically saying is that your defensive mechanism and your offensive punch is on the same motion. So over here, you're gonna see him duck down, right? You're gonna see him duck down and then throw the uppercut. Now, why is that? Why is that good? That's good because he's able to use the momentum of Mickey Ward against him. As Mickey Ward decided to overcommit with the right hook, he's basically in the path for the right uppercut. So that's exactly what Augustus did, right? As he ducked down, Mickey Ward was still on his way down or on his way to that side. So he's able to take advantage of the momentum of Mickey Ward to increase the impact of his own punch, which is the uppercut to the stomach. Boom. Okay, and then you're gonna see that happen once again here. Boom, uppercut to the stomach. Boom, uppercut again. And that one landed on the chest. Boom, right there again, uppercut. And as you can see, the own momentum of Mickey Ward kind of brought him to that position. And that act of moving forward or leaning forward because of your own momentum can increase the impact of the punch. It's like two rocks clashing to each other, right? And unfortunately, the stomach doesn't really do any damage to the gloves, but the gloves does a lot of damage to the stomach. So it's a really good way of taking advantage of your opponent's momentum and using it against them.